Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. And the balls will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off on the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot, but there are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
Might as well stick with him. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and
The sneak scores it. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and Out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Tennessee, 7. Kentucky, 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's first down from the 11. They'll ride the hot hand. Just plowing ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown ball! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. handoff to the single running back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got his man. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it. out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Final 2 minutes. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yeah. Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
He's got his man. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Staley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Big play. start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's McGowan. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Shakes off the defender. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. defense will have to use its first timeout of the half.